One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. These are the words of a boy from Henryville, Indiana. In 1895, when he was 6 years old, his father passed away. His mother had to start working in a tomato cannery, and he was left to look after for his siblings. When he was 10, he began work as a farmhand. In 1902, his mother got remarried and the family moved to Greenwood. In 1903, when he was in 7th grade, he dropped out of high school and left his home. He started working as a painter of horse carriages. In 1906, he faked his age and enlisted in the US Army. He was honorably discharged a year later. He started working as a railway laborer and studied law in a nearby university. But his legal career was ruined after he got into a fight with his clients. He was forced to move back in with his mom, and he got a job selling life insurances. But he was fired for insubordination. Some years later, he established a ferry boat company, and it was an instant success. Later, he cashed in his ferry boat company and used the money to establish a lamp manufacturing company. But the venture failed because another company was selling lamps much better than his company's lamps. He moved to work as a salesman for a tire company, but lost his job again. In 1924, he met the general manager of an oil company who asked him to run a service station. But the station closed as a result of the Great Depression. That same year, another oil company offered him a service station, rent-free, in return for paying the company a percentage of sales. He also started serving chicken dishes and other meals to the customers who stopped by his station before opening a restaurant. But he was involved in a fatal shootout with one of his competitors, resulting in the death of one of his employees. His local popularity grew. 4 years later, he bought a motel next to his restaurant, but it caught fire and both the restaurant and motel burned down. Yet this ambitious man rebuilt a 140-seater restaurant until World War II forced him to close it down. When war ended, he tried selling his recipe to other restaurants, but it was rejected 1,000 times. But finally, in 1952, he sold his secret recipe, Kentucky Fried Chicken, to one of the biggest restaurants in the city. It quickly became a hit, and soon other restaurants franchised his concept. But his own restaurant was crippled when an interstate highway reduced customer traffic. So finally he decided to pursue his dream to franchise his concept nationwide. He traveled the US looking for suitable restaurants. He opened a new restaurant. He also visited other restaurants and offered to cook his chicken. If the owners liked it, he negotiated the franchise right. In 1965, at the age of 75, he was just getting started. After years of failures and hardships, Colonel Sanders' franchise became one of the most successful franchises of the world. If you ever get overwhelmed by the failures and start losing hope, remember the story of Colonel Sanders. With the story, we can learn that hard work and dedication pays off, no matter what your age is.